All right, we live. All right, guys. This is a random segment on my channel. I haven't made a video since like I don't know, like 2 3 weeks ago. But just a random segment. It really doesn't really the topic isn't really anime or manga. This is a really it's like a random discussion or whatever you want to call it. I have KIIRO here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, KIIRO.
Yo, 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 yo. It's your homeboy KIIRO in the building. I do anime manga reviews, series reviews, movie reviews, just a reviewer in general, so you can check out my channel if you're interested.
And the link to his channel will be in the description box later on. All right, right now I'm going to start off with just random either or questions, and we'll see what answers he gives. All right, Oreos or chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip.
Store bread or freshly baked?
Freshly baked.
Pizza or burger?
Please. That's a tough one. I think burger. I think burger is more versatile. Like pizza, it pretty much has to have cheese on it. So if you're not in the mood for cheese, then it's not really a pizza anymore. But they're kind of the same. You can put like almost ingredient in either one. It's just that burger, you don't necessarily need the cheese on it. So I'll pick burger for that reason.
Goku or Naruto?
Goku, because I just don't like Naruto overall as a character.
Bleach or One Piece?
One Piece. I just prefer it for a number of reasons. I won't go into it so that, Bleach fanboys won't attack me. But I mean, it's just my opinion at the end of the day, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Day or night?
Daytime, because nighttime is scarier, and in daytime, it's easier to see things. Plus, you have solar power.
You said day?
Yeah, it's more useful in general.
Okay. Casper or Danny Phantom?
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Danny the Phantom is cooler, but I'll go with Casper because it's my childhood homeboy, and he just has that retro. I gotta go for the old school guy, Casper.
Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Hmm. Uh, I would say Cartoon Network because it's been more consistent, like from the beginning of time till now. But Nickelodeon sort of had its day, and it's no longer like in its prime. But Cartoon Network's always been beast.
Trains or buses?
Hmm. That's a good one. Trains. I mean, the odds of getting into an accident on either are, not that high, so that's not really an issue. And yeah, trains just fast overall and all that kind of shit.
If you were a superhero, cape or no cape?
Eesh, eesh, eesh. Hmm. Uh, no cape. I'd wearing a suit like Revolucci.
All right. All right. The last the last one is anime or manga?
Hmm. Well, if I were to like get rid of one for and let the other remain, I'd get rid of manga because um, there's just some animes like together with the right soundtrack and the right, animation, it's an incredible experience, really. Uh, yeah. It's just this. It's really about the soundtracks because you can imagine what the characters sound like. You can imagine the fights and all that kind of stuff. Um, but the soundtracks, that's you can't imagine entire soundtracks. You can't do that. And so I'm gonna go with anime mainly for that reason.
All right. So this next segment is overrated or underrated. You can choose neither, but you have to say why,
Mm.
or you could just say why for over or under. All right.
I
All right. The first one is cell phones.
Neither overrated or underrated. I mean, uh, actually, like the thing is, people don't really rate cell phones. Or wait, if we're talking smartphones, I would say they're overrated because people want to get a new smartphone every year, except the one they had like the last year was just became useless. I mean, it's still the same, pretty much the same features. Just one might be slightly more powerful or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's primarily a phone. Like you don't, if you want a console, get a console. If you want to play games, uh, yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't see the fuss and like the whole, oh shit, there's a new iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, and you just, I don't get that shit. So I'd say that that's the issue with phones. But overall, I don't think people really rate phones, like just phones as they are, but like smartphones, yeah, they're kind of overrated.
Okay. Goku.
Goku is definitely overrated. He's a beast, no doubt, but because he's a beast, he gets overrated. Like, oh, nobody can be Goku. Same thing happened to Superman. Nobody can be Superman, even though both characters have taken L's. Goku can do this, Goku can do that, Superman can do this, Superman can do that. And it's not, you can't blame people too much because they're that powerful. So if you have a when you have characters that powerful and you add fanboys to the mix, that just happens. Like, fanboys will overrate any character. And when you have a character that powerful and that popular, it's too easy. But yeah, I'll stick overrated.
Okay. Bleach.
Bleach. A while ago I'd have said overrated because back in the day, like some years ago at least, it was sort of I won't name drop any series right now unless it pops up in future, but some series they sort of trend and Bleach was definitely trended at some point, and at that point it was overrated to some degree, not by much though. But now it's definitely underrated. Like it's totally swept under the rug. People really sleep on how uh, good it is as a series. There are stuff I don't like about it, like there are stuff about it I don't like about Naruto. So Bleach is kind of in the same boat in that sense, but I think it's still underrated regardless. And a lot of people need to give Bleach a try.
Okay. King of Lightning.
Overrated. And he's cool and all. I don't have any problems with him, but I'm not the person who overrates him. It's and he doesn't overrate himself. It's other people that overrate him.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, whoosh. I think ice cream is damn. I'd say neither overrated nor underrated. Like I've never heard anybody downplay ice cream, and you can't really overrate ice cream. Like ice cream is that great.
All right. Dragon Ball Z.
Overrated, and it's just popularity and it's well known, so it's most people's like first series and all that kind of shit. So it will get a bit of. But I mean, it's rough though because the series itself is pretty epic. So it's like it's hard. It's kind of like ice cream. It's hard to overrate it, but it does get overrated in some senses. Like if you try and criticize it in any way, shape or form, people are gonna attack you if they're fans most of the time. And for that reason, I would say it's overrated because it's not that good. It's not that perfect that people can criticize it.
Okay. Sneakers.
Wait, sneakers. I mean, overrated definitely. Now, some sneakers aren't overrated. Like, people treat different sneakers differently, but I would say just for the fact that some people like kill for sneakers. Now, it doesn't happen just in like the States with Jordans. Even in the UK, like during sort of Christmas and our equivalent of Black Friday, you have people killing each other for shoes because they're on sale. And I think it's not worth killing somebody for a pair of shoes, and most of the time they're not worth the price. I mean, come on, they're gonna like they wear off the same speed as any other shoe. It probably cost similar amounts to make.
Okay. Hip hop.
Hmm. Hip hop. I mean, that's a sort of flexible term. It's it's almost subjective the way because I've heard a lot of people say call this and that hip hop. I'm like, oh shit, so that's supposed to be hip hop? All right, cool. I mean, I'm not the expert, so I can't really call you out on that. But overrated, underrated. I mean, okay, yeah, I'd say some rappers are definitely overrated. Like it's easy for people to overrate rappers nowadays. But in terms of actual songs being good, you know, that can't be really overrated. I mean, I can't tell somebody how much they enjoy a specific song, but in terms of like how good rappers are, a lot of rappers do get overrated. I'll say that much.
All right. One Piece.
One Piece. Hmm. Now the interesting thing is, I don't come across many. Well, I have come across a few One Piece cards and I've blocked them. I just don't like cards in general. But I haven't come across, I've come across so few that I can't really say that I've met people who overrate them, overrate One Piece. But I know they exist, so I'll put it in the same boat as let's say Dragon Ball and oh wait, actually, I would say One Piece is underrated for the fact that in the States it's not as big as you know other series. Like it should be big in the States. If it was big in the States, I would say it's overrated. But the fact that it's not big in the States, um, I would say it's underrated for that reason. It should have been at least as big as Naruto or close to it. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Unless you're
All
already into
right.
like manga.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. All right. Attack on Titan.
Overrated, easy peasy. It's just is it a bad series? No. Is it does it it just now I'm not gonna hate on the author. He had no I mean he had no what's happening with Attack on Titan is not in his power, but he got lucky. He's making his money, happy for him and all that. But it is overrated. But the thing is, well, it's not really hmm like for a while I haven't really heard too much about Attack on Titan. So I'm wondering if the hype is dying down. But I will say for quite some time it was the trending manga, and its growth and sales were ridiculous. And no, they still are pretty ridiculous, but it's not that ridiculous anymore because the fan base is so big. But I would say the growth of the fan base from very little to this size, that's pretty fascinating. So uh, I would say I would just say overrated. I'll just stick with overrated. I mean, if I said that it wasn't overrated, I'd be lying. So I'll just go overrated.
Yeah, because in the beginning you said easy peasy, overrated.
No, then
It
I
seemed
was
like you
thinking
talk your way
about
out.
it because it's been overrated for a while, but as of recent, I haven't really gotten that overrated right for me. Like I haven't heard much about Attack on Titan as of recent. That's why I was like I was contemplating.
All right. Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter. Hmm. It's interesting. It's in the same boat as One Piece. I would say overrated, but the fact that, well, I'm not in the States, but I don't get this vibe that it's big in the States at all. I think it's only people who are already into anime and manga that, end up
Yeah, it's not that
jumping
big.
on Hunter x Hunter. Exactly, yeah. So for that reason, I'd say it's underrated.
All right. Usopp.
Hmm. Usopp. Well, the interesting about about Usopp is, I don't get into many conversations about Usopp with people, but I'd say people underrate a lot of things about him. I'd say they underrate his intelligence. Um, he has shown feats of bravery at time to time, and mm, oh yeah, the people like treat him like he's complete garbage, and well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, he's not strong, but he's not complete garbage. He's not Nami level. In fact, Nami isn't even that bad, but I mean, I don't know why people think Usopp is worse than Nami. Well, I guess, Lightning is pretty hacked, so there's that. Plus, she has the Mirage thing going on for her. So, yeah, there's that too. But now that as, well, don't spoil anybody in the anime only, so I'll just stop there. Uh, I'll just stay in the middle, neither overrated nor underrated. Like, I think he's slightly underrated, but it's so slight that I'll just say fuck it. Because I don't speak with many people about Usopp, so
All right. Uber Hikari.
overrated, similar reasons to King of Lightning. However, he is less overrated than King of Lightning because he has a smaller fan base.
Okay. Zatch Bell.
Who? Who's that?
You never seen Zatch Bell?
Zatch Bell? Nah.
It's an anime.
Ah, shit. I need to check it out. Is that the name
All
of the
right.
anime?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, spell it. I'm putting it on my list.
I think it's Zathbell. I think
I
it's about the boy with the yellow hair with the book.
Now I haven't seen it, bro. I've added it to my list. Should check
All
out
right, check it out. All right. The next thing is Obama.
Obama. Um. Well. Hmm. I would say slightly underrated. Like he should go in the middle because there's people that love him, there's people that hate him, there's people that's neutral. There's all kind of people, and he gets treated very much like any other president. But people are forgetting the fact that he's black. Like I don't mean to be racist, but like he hasn't really fucked up. So that's a huge accomplishment because it's not hard to fuck up as a president. I mean, look at George Bush. Look at the president before him. I think wasn't that George Clinton or something? Or even if it wasn't George Clinton, like the last few presidents have fucked up pretty badly. And I think Obama's done a very decent job, and he's really held it down as the first black president. So I think he's slightly underrated in that regard. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Pokemon.
Eesh. Pokemon, mm, neither underrated nor overrated. Like it has a huge following, so that would push it towards overrated. But I think I'm not getting the buzz that like Pokemon's as like huge as when I was like growing up and stuff. So that would also push it towards underrated. So I'll just leave it in the middle. It's like it's doing okay.
All right. Nintendo.
Nintendo, I think they're that's interesting. Now, Nintendo, they're kind of underrated, but at the same time, they've fucked up pretty badly. But it's mainly with the Wii U. Like aside from the Wii U, I think they've been underrated for quite a while.
Okay. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, overrated. Like he's cool and all, but I'm pretty sure there's similar people in his line of work in his day and age don't that didn't get half as much fame and fortune as he did. He was basically just the mainstream dude in his day and age, and it carried on. His works are that legendary mainly because he was mainstream at the time.
Okay. Uh, Abraham Lincoln.
I mean, whew, this is kind of like Usopp. I don't really talk to people about Abraham Lincoln. Don't really hear people talking about him, but I would have to put him under underrated because in his day and age, to sort of stand up for stand up for black people the way he did, that's something that I think that even got him killed. So like that shows how brave of a move it was. And he's also somebody who he worked really hard to get to become president. Like he failed so many times. He was just like a really awesome person overall. Like if you think of his biography and stuff, I actually need to watch that Lincoln movie. I didn't watch it because I'm not really into biography movies. They're usually kind of shitty and kind of similar. Like they just got some random sex scene and then the rest of the movie is kind of just So I didn't watch it, but I'm considering it now. Now that I think about it.
All right. Second to last question. Orange juice.
Neither underrated nor overrated. That's like an opinion thing.
All right. Last but not least, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Whoosh. Um. Hmm. Like I think right now he is okay. Like he's not underrated. Um. If anything, you would say he's overrated, but I'll put him in the middle. However, I think in future he'll definitely be overrated because that's one thing. That's sort of like with Shakespeare. Once you're dead, your legacy is kept forever. So his legacy is gonna stay like that until someone surpasses him. And once he's gone too, especially on people who witnessed him and all that kind of stuff, some people are gonna be too lazy. I mean, nobody has the time to watch all this old Chicago Bulls footage. So people who didn't grow up knowing all these MJ facts, they just look at like the statistics or his awards and stuff and be like, oh yeah, he was greatest. And that's it for them. They won't really go deep into it and shit. So I think in future he'll be overrated, but right now he's borderline. I'll put him just in the middle, neither overrated nor underrated.
All right. Well, that was all. That's it. Anybody who sees this video, drop your comments down below, and you can answer any of the questions that I asked here. And if you want to be a part of this, if you want to come on here and I'll ask you the same questions, just let me know in the comment section. So I'll just let KIIRO, sign off, and we're out.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ed, and just sub to Ed. He has some cool vids and stuff. And don't get check out my channel. Hopefully you like it, and you'll sub.